Hey YouTube, thanks for joining us. Today I just wanted to show you a little bit about our Veggie Glop for dogs. And so this is a supplement that we put with our raw dog food, and it's made up of leafy greens, a bunch of vegetables, try and make it a big variety, and we're adding vitamins and minerals to their diet. So dogs wouldn't normally eat vegetables per se, but when a canine would eat another animal, the other animal would have eaten vegetables or some kind of greenery, and it would be in their stomach and intestines, and thereby the canine would be ingesting or getting nutrients from the other animal. So this is how we kind of do it. So the base of my Veggie Glop starts with some leafy greens. So what I normally do is I buy a couple of heads of romaine lettuce. I bought a turnip this time, and I have just nuked it in the microwave a little bit to soften it up. I've got a bag of cranberries, really good for digestion and for the urinary tract. Whole frozen cranberries, yum. I've got some stuff that I've already cut up this afternoon, and that was some carrots and some green pepper and some red pepper and some leftover cucumber that was in the fridge, and some spinach ends that she loves, and pieces of spinach, frozen spinach ends. Yummy. What I also do is I add some, not very much, but a little bit of crushed garlic. It's good for them as well, in moderation. I have some apple cider vinegar that I'm going to add in there, a little bit at a time, kind of keep it wet, and it helps a little bit. We've got some leftover corn that was in the fridge or in the freezer. And then through the weeks, what I do is I save some offcuts from the vegetables from our cooking. So, and I have this bag in the freezer all the time, and I add to it as we go through the week. And I've got the ends of broccoli, the stems. I've got some carrot shavings. Rather than throw them away or into the compost, they can go into here. Same thing, I've got some spinach left over. I've even got some peel off of some mango that we had. So just lots of different variety of vegetables. Like I said, these are frozen. I keep them in the freezer. And then when I'm ready to make Veggie Glop, I just take them basically straight out of the freezer and into my Veggie Glop. So what I do with this is I've got my romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is kind of the lightest of the pieces. And I put those into my food processor first. And then I top that with other things like the turnip. Just going to cut it up into some smaller pieces. Pop that in there. I'll put a handful of my heavier items, like my carrots are always great to go in last, and they'll help to weigh everything down. I might throw in a couple of cranberries on this lot, and then I'll just make multiple batches and then put it into my container. So that's how that goes. Once that's all blended up, I just have a big Rubbermaid container where I collect it all. I can dump that in there. Give that a little bit of a mix. And then what I do with that for freezing and for preparation is I can put that into an old muffin tin, and I make little veggie pucks. So it goes in like that. I'll fill the container up, pop these in the freezer, and then when they're frozen, they make actual pucks. I'll take those out, stick them in a Ziploc bag, and store them in the freezer. And then every time I've got ready to make my day's food, or we make food for 3 days in a row, 2 meals a day. So there's 6 meals in the fridge at most of the time. This is what my meat piece looks like. So it's got ground beef, ground liver, ground heart, beef kidney, eggshell, blade dust from the butcher, and it all goes into a little puck. My dog gets about 10 ounces of meat and a veggie puck. These go in a separate container by themselves in the fridge to thaw. Thaw mostly anyways, keep them cool. And then when we're ready to feed, we nuke it for about 50 minutes in the microwave, just to take the chill off of it so it's not frozen food. I've heard some people will feed it frozen to their dogs too, but whatever, I'll be nice to my dog and I'll let her eat some semi-warm or room temperature or slightly warmed food. And that's her meal. So she gets a Veggie Glop and a meat thing, and that's how we do it. Works really well. My dog's been really healthy. She's 12 years old, German Shorthair Pointer. I did this for over a decade with my Weimaraners. Worked out terrific. Way better than trying to feed them commercial kibble. You have no idea what's in that stuff. This way, I know what's in it. It's pretty inexpensive. I control everything. It's healthy, and it works great. I hope you like my video. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you next time.